welcome back to another episode of Whatcha Watchin on Melgar Media. Today we're going to start off the show by taking a moment to give condolences to Ray Liotta's family and friends as he passed away. He was filming a movie and passed away in his sleep. 67, I believe, 1954 to 2022. So very sad news coming out in the industry today. He will forever be immortalized for his portrayal in Goodfellas, 1990s Goodfellas. Unforgettable, but he played a ton of other roles, and he was an actor of my generation for sure, so he will be sorely missed. And yeah, very sad. Well, let's start off the show by talking about a show that's going to be dropping that's going to be part of the Predator franchise, and it is called Prey. This is going to be an origin story that that takes place 300 years ago in the Comanche Nation, and a character named Naru, a skilled female warrior, fights to protect her tribe from a very evolved predator being that has landed on Earth. I'm excited yet very timid to give my thoughts because the last few installments really have not done justice to the franchise. I don't understand why this is such a hard franchise to create good storylines for. I mean, it's just there. It's gold. We've seen what works. You know, the original, the first one, the second one wasn't bad as well, with Danny Glover in it. And I mean, it's, for me, I haven't liked any of the installments since the 2010 Predators with Adrian Brody and Lawrence Fishburne. And I think that they got the recipe correct by going back and kind of like being elite warriors being hunted by the Predator. Now, I think you can put this in so many other aspects, and, you know, they can go to the Predator's homeworld, which we've been waiting on. I think that's probably the best move. Like the one they did in Colorado was not very good. The latest one, which I thought was going to be good because it was done by Shane Black, the guy that actually played in the first Predator. He's the first guy that gets killed with the glasses. He directed it, so I really thought that he was going to have, you know, a little bit of the edge in making and creating a good Predator. Not to be so. So we shall see how this comes out. I do have some good hopes for it, though, because being directed by Cloverfield Lane director Dan Trachtenberg. So hopefully this can reignite some of the excitement in it. The time period is a little much for me. I don't really want to see someone with bows and arrows and sticks going at it, because we saw Arnold Schwarzenegger when he ran out of weapons. We saw what he had to do, and that is, you know, somebody who was well skilled and trained in warfare. So going back to an era like this, I feel like it's going to be a stretch. But I think that a lot of these directors go off one big scene that we saw at the end of Predator 2 when Mr. Glover is on the ship and they hand him a old pistol musket. And on the wall, though, they show a ton of warriors, including, I think, like even one of the alien species skulls. And it just kind of goes through a bunch of time periods to show you all the places that the Predators have been. And I think a lot of these directors and writers, I should just say writers, they use that as a jumping off point. And I think when you try to do too much with the ancient stuff, it's not going to hit well. I think moving forward and doing futuristic type films with these species is going to be great. I like the very first Alien vs. Predator. The second one, like I said, that was in Colorado, was terrible. But the very first one I thought was pretty good. It had a good storyline, and they brought back, they mentioned a lot of the older storylines, so we shall see. All right, spent enough time talking about that. But like I said, it comes out in release date's August 5th, 2022. So that's not that far away. And yeah, it'll be on Hulu. So if you have Hulu, and I think Hulu's actually doing a little bit better than a lot of the other streaming sites, and I think they're kind of taking over. I do like Hulu. With all having to pay for 1,000 different streaming sites, I think Hulu is offering the most for what you're paying for. And that's my little rant on that. Also, I have to mention that I stumbled across this on Prime Video, a show called Tin Star. Now, if you liked Ozarks, I'm not going to say this is just like Ozarks. It'd be really hard to measure up to that because those standards, the writing, everything was great. But I do have to say, this show so far gives me some vibes, gives me some Ozark vibes. It was only on from 2017 to 2020, so 3 seasons. I'm only in the first season, but so far so good. The buildup is great. Like I said, very Ozark-esque because there's some shocking kills, the storyline really has to do surround a family that is not where they're misplaced. They're from England and they're, I believe, Liverpool, but they're in Canada right now. And you find out a bunch of stuff about the main character, which is Tim Roth, who is in a ton of things. Right now you can see him about to portray Abomination again on She-Hulk. He was in one of the Hulk films already playing the Abomination, which was a long time ago, though, with Edward Norton, I believe. And then also Genevieve O'Reilly. Genevieve O'Reilly you will recognize as playing Mothma from the Star Wars series. She's going to be in the Obi-Wan, or in the Andor series that's coming out, with all these Star Wars series getting mixed up. The redheaded lady, she also played a little bit in the deleted scenes of Revenge of the Sith, but you did see her in A New Hope. Obviously not the same actress, but you saw that character in A New Hope as she is one of the head of the rebellion. So, like I said, give that a check. It's on Prime. It's called Tin Cup. Or, not Tin Cup. Oh my God, Kevin Costner. That movie's great too, though. I mean, that's for another date. But Tin Star. There's 3 seasons, and each episode is pretty lengthy. So give it a look. Yeah, other than that, there's not a lot going on. I just wanted to do another little quick one because I am going to see Top Gun 2 Maverick here in about an hour. So I'm getting pumped, going to edit this video, pump it out for y'all to see. And I will do a little reaction, spoiler-free reaction when I get finished. That'll be probably on my social medias, which will be linked below, but don't forget to smash a like. I'm coming out with a lot more content, and there's a ton of stuff coming out tomorrow that I'll be doing reactions throughout the day. Obviously with Star Wars Obi-Wan show, Stranger Things, and I'll talk a little bit more about what I thought about the new Top Gun installment, which it's getting rave reviews, hence why I'm going to see it by myself as soon as possible, because some of my friends that have already seen it are already talking about it, and I don't want any spoilers, even though I'm pretty sure I'm going to know what's going on. But I feel the need for speed. So enjoy yourselves. Take care of each other. Obviously, there's a lot of crazy things going on in the world. I try to keep politics out of this, but, hug your loved ones and try and keep the political conversations on your Instagram civil. I hope that everyone can still get along, but I really do hope that in this country we can find a solution to those very serious things that we're seeing way too much in this country. Anyway, here, no, there. Enjoy yourselves. We'll talk to you soon. Much love. Melgar Media out. Peace. Smash like.